over 75 students fighting for the top spot.
Understand how an innovative idea could be converted into a product.
Who thinks their family think they are lazy?
Uss Acm, I cordially welcome our chief guest, Mr. Mohit Arora sir, who is working as Managed Cloud Services Architect at IBM Software. Thank you sir for taking out time. Thank you sir for taking out time from your busy schedule. I am pleased to inform you that we are also joined by Dr. Sudeep Kumar, Director of Research Project Monitoring Cell and Innovation. Accompanying them are the Director of IPU Innovation and Incubation Center, Professor Amit Prakash Singh, along with Professor Navin Rajpal sir, our ACM faculty mentors, Dr. Rahul Johri, Dr. Jaspreet Singh, and Dr. Uss Acm. Thank you all for gracing the occasion with your presence. Now, to show our gratitude to our guests and as an honor of appreciation, we would like to honor our esteemed guest with saplings. I would like to call Koranshi Gupta to honor our chief guest, Mr. Mohit Arora sir. Sneha Virmani to honor Director of IPU Innovation and Incubation Center. Aryushi Kapoor to honor Director of Research Project Monitoring Cell, Dr. Sudeep Kumar sir. And Preksha Bhatta to honor Professor Navin Rajpal sir. Under the guidance of all our branch heads and mentors, we have successfully concluded our Tech Week, which was inaugurated on 11th May 2022. We organized a total of 6 events, 3 of them being ground events and 3 of them being online events. Each and every event was designed in a way so that the participants had fun while learning new skills and thereby enhancing their technical skills. To give a brief description about various events organized under the umbrella of Uss Acm Tech Week, I would like to invite Dr. Uss Acm ma'am, our branch mentor and assistant professor at USICT.
A very good afternoon and a warm welcome to all the esteemed guests, participants and my dear fellow colleagues to the valedictory session of 1 week long hashtag organized by USS ACM Student Chapter in association with IPO Innovation and Incubation Foundation. Before moving ahead, on behalf of USS ACM Student Chapter, I extend heartily welcome to our chief guest, Mr. Mohit Arora, who spared his valuable time to grace the occasion. Thank you, sir. I would like to thank Professor Navin Rajpal, Professor, USICT, Dr. Sudeep, Director, Research Project Monitoring Cell and Innovation, and Professor Amit Prakash Singh, Director, IPU Innovation and Incubation Foundation for joining us. Thank you, sir. Events like hashtag cannot happen overnight. Such events require meticulous planning and bird's eye for detail. Hashtag has proved to be a meeting ground for the students of USS. Let me brief you all about the events held during the hashtag week. Hashtag started with bidding loop, where students had to bid with their time and obtain the elements for their code. The participants who could manage their time and still obtain the elements were the winners. Around 100 students participated in this event. Moving ahead with day 2, we organized Code Relay. Code Relay is a baton passing competition where one member of the team codes a particular solution and passes it to the second member of the team, and so on. With over 75 students fighting for the top spot, the event managed to promote teamwork in coding environments. After 2 offline events, online events were also conducted. It all started with code jiggle. Students were given jumbled pieces of codes. They had to unjumble the code to correct the answers. Around 300 students enjoyed this 1.5 hour long mind game of unjumbling the code. The next in the line was Web Astro Wars, in which students had to design a web page on any of the 3 themes, namely charity, Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, and environment in given 4 hours. Participation of 100 students made this event successful. As we moved towards the end of the tech week, circuit debugging was conducted in online mode. In this event, students had to complete an incomplete circuit according to the given problem statement. The fastest one to do so is declared as the winner. Around 100 students participated in this event too. After a series of technical fiesta, we concluded the tech week with a non-technical treasure hunt, ROG Reveal, in which students decoded hard to find the solutions from the given clue. Around 180 participants in a team of 2 each enjoyed this treasure hunting in and around the USS campus. I hope all the participants had enjoyed all the events a lot. With this, I would like to thank you all once again for joining this occasion, and many congratulations to all the winners and ACM office bearers for successful conclusion and conduction of hashtag. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ruchi ma'am, for giving the brief about Tech Week. Now, Dr. Sudeep Kumar is here with us today. Dr. Sudeep Kumar is the Director of Research Project Monitoring Cell and Innovation. I request you, sir, to please address our audience.
Thank you very much for this great opportunity, in particular to share with you what we are trying to do in the new foundation created. First of all, let me congratulate you and the faculty in particular for organizing this very interesting event. I'm sure this must have given you all an opportunity to understand more about your subjects hands-on. Very important for all of us today, in particular today's developing or developed world, if we connect to, we should be able to learn the innovation. And I'm sure all of you understand very well what innovation means. And if you understand innovation, you would also like to understand how an innovative idea could be converted into a product. So we are creating in the university a system to help you out for innovating first and then converting that innovation into a prototype and then slowly converting it to a commercializable product through a startup. So most important aspect for us now is to learn the strings of the end-to-end process involved with innovation and incubation. You heard about the IPU IIF. Professor Amit Prakash is here, who is the director, one of the director of IPU IIF. It is Innovation and Incubation Foundation, which is going to be a unique body. We have set up this foundation as a Section 8 company, and this foundation can help all of you in starting your startup. We have selected 7 startups already. I see some of our young friends from that group here. If time permits, they will share their idea what they are trying to do with us under the foundation. So what I am trying to tell you is that if you have an idea please come forward. First of all, document it in a manner that you will be able to file a IP around that. Because any idea which you have should remain with you and you should be able to benefit out of it. How would you benefit? If you have an intellectual property around that, then you will own that. And the most important IP, intellectual property, is a patent. How many of you understand about patent? Yeah, so many of you understand. So most important aspect is how do you write a patent? So under the foundation, we will be starting some courses where you will be taught to write a patent. Okay? We have created a format of workshop, and the first workshop of that kind was run with the School of Biotechnology very recently, just 2 days back, either 3 days back, we sort of concluded that. It was a 4-day event. In that, one full day was on intellectual property, how to write, what are the different kinds of IPRs, and how to sort of monetize it. So monetization only takes place through startup. I'm telling you again and again, startup. Why? Because you need to learn string of converting your idea into a commercializable product, as I said. Now, what could be commercializable? So when you have an idea, you try to position it in a manner that you perfectly establish it as not a Me Too idea. If it is Me Too, then there will be so many products like that in the market and you will not be able to compete. So the idea should not be Me Too. We have Mohit from IBM will more explain to you how IBM works and how they are able to maintain their position continuously in innovation space. So if your idea is such that it will bring you some business, so it is not going to be Me Too mostly. And if it is not Me Too, then you can have an intellectual property. And once you have the intellectual property, people can come to you because they will like to invest in your startup. You have a unique idea and you can work on that idea in a manner that you create a platform. See, you are all software experts, IT experts, or cloud experts, or AI experts. Now, point is to amalgamate all this. What kind of product you should create? Say Flipkart. It's a platform primarily. Even Amazon was a platform to begin with. Okay, it was an IT platform. They made it in a manner that it became a commercial platform. Okay, they integrated various components to it. You understand more than that, very well that more than me, how they integrated various verticals. So that is an art. Similarly, say Ola, Uber, who are running those? Tell me. Ola and Uber primarily at the back end. Tell me who is running? Pardon me? Yes, you have said it. And mostly Indians. So we should be proud of our knowledge base. But that knowledge base goes outside. Why it doesn't remain in the country? Okay. Please think about it. All Ola, Uber applications are made of various components. And each component talks with other seamlessly. And they keep building new components. That's how their system works very, very perfectly. And they are able to service the clients seamlessly. So the point is that if you have an idea, if you can build that, and if you can build in a manner that it can be workable, and if it is workable, you can expand it, means you can acquire a scale. And once you have acquired a scale, you try to run it on the cloud and reach to your clients and get business out of it. So I want to leave this thought with you, with your idea, how can you convert that into a concept to commercializable product and ultimately a startup which will be successful. So we are there for you. We are setting up an incubator also, which will be supported by Atal Incubation Mission of Niti Aayog. You must have seen a building is coming up. It will be operational mostly within 3 months' time. And all startups which you are trying to support, they will have space in this campus and in the East campus. So please remain connected with us. and we will like to be understanding more and more from you what concept you have, how that can be monetized, how that can be converted into a startup, and how we can make your startup a success story. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your kind words. Now, we have Mr. Mohit Arora, sir, as a chief guest. Mohit Arora, sir, is currently working in the IBM Experts Labs COE team. He is an architect with an excellent track record of delivering solutions related to DevOps, cloud integration, and automation. He did his MS in software system from BITS Pilani and his BTech from Kurukshetra University. We request you, sir, to kindly address the audience.
Thank you, everyone. A session after lunch is exhausting, right? Exhausted. You feel exhausted all. Okay, I'm not going to give you a big speech here. So I'm going to start thanking all for inviting me to this event. So I was sitting over there and thinking about my experience, my corporate life. So I just thought like it's almost 2 decades I'm passed out from a university, from a college. So I see you people are participating in event, ACM events or a lot of other events. So you guys earlier when we were studying, I've done BTech in 2004. So when we were doing BTech, so at that time we were having a limited resources. We just do what needs to pass an exam. We were not sure what needs to be done. Even after completing my BTech, I was not sure what to do. So right now, the problem at that time was information. So you are working on something that was written in a books like maybe 5 or 10 years ago, and you are not in touch with the technology which is happening across the world. So this is because we always go via a route of books. Now, when I see you all, so you are participating in any events, any information you need right now, you can get that in like 5-10 minutes, 5-10 seconds, I can say. You can just open your mobile, you can get the information. You want to study something, you can get all those things. So the infrastructure is ready, and your colleges, university is providing a lot of things like incubation center. We have never imagined those things at that time. So this was the change I have observed. Now, I just don't want to take much of the time. So I want to touch point on certain things here. Okay, let's start with some basic thing here. Who all thinks here that they are lazy? Okay, and now who thinks you are the lazy? Who thinks their family thinks they are lazy? Okay, good. Who are confident they're lazy? Okay, good. So I'm with you all. I'm lazy person, and can you hear me? Okay. So I started my career like with IT or computer because I am lazy, and I have points to prove that. So let me start with my college days. I was always interested to do something in a short time and don't repeat that thing again. Don't spend the same time again. So that's what I did. There was small things I did so that I should get more time free for myself, not to engage myself in other activities. So it happened there at that time. I got if I go back to my experience, I got my first job, and I was very tired on my first assignment itself. I was like, it was assignment. You need to do a lot of things. You need to change the code. You need to send the code for review. You need to send, get the reply back. Then you need to send to your manager. There was a full chain of things I have to do. Now, I was lazy. So what I did is within like 1 month I was fed up. I thought like I won't be able to survive in this. So then I found out new things like how to automate those things. I was able to automate each and everything within 3 months. So at the end of 3 months, I was like spending 2 hours on which I was spending 8 hours. So computing technology is here for the lazy people. So it's good to be lazy. If you are lazy, you should be able to get your work done in a small time or small effort. So moreover, the automation changed. So I was excited with the automation field. Everywhere I stepped in, I was just trying to get my hands on the things, and at the end of what I automate something and get some time for myself. So that's the benefit I got doing automation. I think this is closely related to computing. When you say computing, so I mean there can be a lot of definition with respect to AI, with respect to computing, with respect to cloud. So all the definitions are now. But what you are trying to do here, you are trying to do one thing: movement of data from one place to another. There is nothing else you are doing in the computing. Whole IT is the same thing, movement of data. Now, if you understand how to move the data, then you know how can I can do. So if you read data structures, you read coding, you do coding. So what you're doing? You're just doing movement of data from one memory to another, here to there, and so you get a result faster. So something that is at a super fast speed, take advantage of that thing to solve your problem. Yeah, that's my intake from my 20 years of experience with the IT field. And whenever you work on a problem, so try to solve a problem with interest. If you are not interested, don't solve that problem. You shouldn't force yourself to solve a problem. You should be interested in solving a problem, then you should be able to. First, try to understand in a daily on your daily basis, you are getting a lot of problems. You are, let's say, you are working on WhatsApp. Okay, WhatsApp. You want to send an okay reply to somebody. So you want to send an okay reply to somebody, and somebody will send me some photos. I have to reply in thank you way. Automate it. Why do you have to reply it? So this starts at that point of your interest. It starts at that point, and then you get an habit. Okay, I will do this. Then if you club all those things, you will be ready with a complex AI solution. So that's how things work. So it's good to be lazy, and sometimes try to think trying to think in a broad sense every time. Try to solve small problem. When you try to solve a small problem, you should be able to solve a big problem too, very easily. Okay. Now comes to the event. I've just spoke with the organizer of this event. I really like the approach they took for this event. There is an online approach. There is approach where you have a code jiggles. They solve that. There are the people who solve that. I think most of the people in IT industries, even my experience, we won't be able to solve those problems. We are never focused on solving a problem within 4 hours. We take 4 days, maybe 4 months to solve a problem. So you are excellent in that field. So you should be confident. You should be proud of yourself, and you should work towards this. And thank you all. I'm not going to waste your time. So you should get a good nap after this. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Your words added a great value to today's event. Now, while participation is indeed a reward of its own, the winners of all events have stood exceptionally well. And to congratulate them, I request our esteemed guests and branch mentors to award them. I would like to call winners of Webster Wars on stage. Dancing is surely the most basic and relevant form of expression. Nothing else can be so effectively give outward form to an inner experience. Now, I would like to invite the Dance Club of USS to give a performance. Dignitaries are kindly requested to come downstage to enjoy the dance performance. Thank you for the amazing performance. It was truly great. Now moving on, I would like to request former chair of USS ACM, Gaurav Jain, to deliver a vote of thanks. Over to you now.
Good evening, everyone. I would like to take this opportunity to thank all of you, each one of you, to have take part in this event. The hashtag has been really wonderful event. Over a week, we have so multiple events. Over 1,000 students participated, and this wouldn't have been possible without our guiding force. Dr. Amit Prakash sir, Director of IPU Innovation and Incubation Center, Professor Navin Rajpal sir, former Dean of USICT, our faculty members from USICT. Apart from this, I would like to take this opportunity to thank our special chief guest, Mr. Mohit Arora and Mr. Sudeep to have been taken out such special time for the students and guiding them. Apart from this, this ACM USS chapter wouldn't be possible without our guiding force, our pillars, our faculty members. That is Dr. Jaspreeti ma'am, Dr. Ruchi ma'am, and Dr. Rahul Jori sir, who have been constantly pushing all the members of the team to have conduct this event. As we conclude our wonderful tech event that so over 1,000 students participate, I hope it helped you all in learning new skills, and with this you will keep participating in such more events to come. I would like to thank all the organizing team, the back-end team, and our ex-office bearers who made this all possible. Thank you so much. Keep joining, keep learning. Thank you.
Now, before ending, I would like to thank our mentors, teachers, and especially USS ACM student chapter team for making this event a huge success. Without all of your help, this would have been just a seed in our minds. We are glad and grateful for you all for joining us in this marvelous journey. We sincerely hope you had a great time participating, and our team promises to come up with more fun and exciting events in the future. Thank you all. All of you are requested to join for high tea.